new castaway, Olaf. I don't like how he's taken to my Nesta. I don't like it at all. Bye.
You've done a good thing. More than Cape Solace would ever do. They should care more about helping strangers than converting them. The one you rescued looks strong, fierce. I do hope his strengths are a help and not a hindrance. I will watch him closely. We Darkelfar are nothing if not careful. Again, thank you.
I'm sorry about your friend, Tari. His loss was unfortunate. But in my time, I've learned that everything occurs according to Akara's plan. We in the village are preparing for the offering ceremony to receive our new scion. Only then will you truly understand. Akara speaks through the scion. They are one. Without the wisdom of the scion, we here in Cape Solace would be lost. She guides us and keeps us true to Akara's path. And at the end of her life, the scion will depart this island with her guard, taking the power of Akara so it may find root elsewhere, like a seedling in the wind. Captain Bratigan explained that you plan to bring dead Kel to justice. I understand your reasons, but the quest is folly. Still, I wish you success. So I will point you in the direction of a man named Key. He is the oldest castaway on Gallows End. He will have answers. Before you speak with him, I must ask you a favor. Your journey will take you past Soul Deep Fasting, where my wife Bridget prepares for the offering. Take her this amulet. She will want it. All scions wear it during the ceremony. It is just down the beach to the west. You will know it by the watchers standing guard out front. Do not provoke them.
It wasn't easy, but I followed that landing party inland. Nobody carrying that much cargo is here by accident. There's a storm brewing. They'll be happy to know that I took a prisoner. That dainty fellow over there. He says he's harmless, but I'm not so sure. I had a chance to scout a bit closer and caught sight of another ship, one that's still intact just offshore. If I were crazier, I'd steal it and make for open sea. Mostly, I just want to go after their leader. If his people are here for blood, we'll know soon enough. I must say, they resembled a war party more than a ship's crew. I counted warriors, and even a few scholars among them. It's not uncommon for outsiders to come to Gallows End, seeking Akara's power and the island's magic. I just haven't witnessed it in many years. Perhaps that's right. If that landing party does mean us harm, then we'll need all our best fighters here, at Cape Solace. I could use more like you on Gallows End. Fish, pray, eat. That's what most of these people call wisdom. The Watchers. They don't look like much of a threat, but they'll melt the flesh from your bones if you so much as look upon the Scion with malice. She is Akara's slave, a mouthpiece for the god himself. My mother deserved more of a life than that. She was a great woman, is a great woman.
What is it you seek? The new Scion must not be disturbed. Her meditations are of great importance to the offering ceremony. Without the proper preparation, she won't withstand the power that comes with Akara's blessing. It will destroy her. It is how a mere man or woman becomes the hand of a god. The successor to the Scion is chosen months ahead of the ceremony, so she can reflect on the importance of her duties. When the offering occurs, Akara passes his blessing to the Chosen One, who then becomes the Scion. It is beautiful. He is the reason all of us on Gallows End enjoy peaceful lives, full of grace and enlightenment. He is just, and that is more than we deserve. We are the Watchers. From birth, we are removed from the village and immersed in training. Our gifts come from Akara himself. We are his eyes on Gallows End, his protective hand around the Scion and her people. She embodies Akara's power and represents his good influence here on Earth. Many wish to be the Scion, but ultimately one is chosen. She must be strong enough to contain Akara's blessing, for it would consume lesser beings. It was once a Diverga passage, but after they abandoned this island, it was occupied by the first villagers of Cape Solace. The first Scion resided here, behind these warm, protective walls. Now all Scions undergo their preparations here, safe and under our watchful gaze. Soon, that name will mean nothing. She will be the Scion, Akara's chosen one, and the vessel for his power. I will give her the amulet once she breaks from her meditation. You must leave now. That is not a suggestion. That is not your concern. She is safe. Nothing will happen to the Scion under the gaze of the Watchers. Farewell.
That crazy maiden nearly tore my hair out. Do you have any idea what it costs to have yourself coiffed in such a manner? No, you probably don't. I suppose I'm your prisoner then. Excellent. And I thought my day couldn't get any better. Well, I've been to finer islands. This heap of wrecks and zealots has its charms. I'm having difficulty naming them, but I'm sure there are some. Calder and I were students together. I took to spellbinding, while he took to going mad, it seems. I don't like to judge. You should call him by his true title, Lord Von. His family holds great power in Rathir. Eccentric they are, interested in relics, research and rumors, all of which led them here. Once they knew about Gallows End, they had to find it. Farewell.
Forgive my confusion, but have we met? I arrived on the island several months ago, or so the villagers tell me. Blame this nasty bump on my head. Tricky business, memory. When you have it, you forget it's there. Once it's gone, you forget, well, everything. Even now, I came out here for some reason I can't recall. All I have to show for my time is this map. Little good it will do me here. My name is Aubrey, but that is all I remember. The other villagers say they found me nearly drowned in the waters of Scuttle Beach. I'm not sure how I came to be here, or why I was in the area to begin with. I detest that. The questions. I am almost certain he is the reason I'm here. He's known for sinking vessels that stray near the island. The other villagers advise me to stay near Cape Solace, but I can't help it. There's something in my nature that craves exploration. They are a determined people, driven to tame the elements with nothing but the strong grip of their fingers, the will in their hearts. Sea or stone, they will batter down obstacles to reach their goals. Make no mistake about that. Well, it's not a whole map, not really, more of a scrap of parchment. I found it among these debris. But why was I looking through them in the first place? For salvage? For tortoise eggs or crabs? For shells? Maybe it's a map leading to buried treasure. I'd say it's De Verga by the lettering and the designs, but I don't even know why I'd say such a thing. What's a De Verga? I don't know. I can hardly remember my name most mornings. If you look closely at the corners of the parchment, you'll see that it seems to have been torn from a larger whole, perhaps into many separate pieces. Please do, it's yours. What good is a map on an island with no boats? If I come upon any more, you're welcome to them. That is, if I remember who you are. Don't ask me. Most mornings I need to be reminded of my own name. My advice isn't exactly reliable. Bye, and stay safe.
I've seen a lot of shipwrecks in my life, but this island seems to have a propensity for them. Where once there was just Alpha, now sprouts two races, the Losalfar and the Dokalfar. There was no big rift, just some who wanted to live one way and others another. We are still more alike than not, but that will change as we continue to drift further apart. It's not that I don't like being at Cape Solace. I just prefer to be on the move and nabbing the salvages while they're fresh. I used to sail on an Alpha-wreck recovery ship, until one day we were shipwrecked too. Ever since then, I've lived on this island. I'm fond of Patty. Many of us are. But it's hard to know how much of him is hot air. Be wary.
my luck. You're the new Archsage. Please, where can I find food and shelter? A Holdverga keep, you say? That should do quite nicely, thank you. I wasn't always so gifted in magic. I started to manifest abilities about the same time as I started to notice boys, so my parents sent me off to the Scholia Arcana. Never decided if they were trying to protect me more from magic or from boys. Perhaps one day we can start our own chapter house out here, one to rival even the one in Rathir. We were conducting magical experiments on the open sea. It was thought that we could use our magic to open up a hole in the water. Turns out we did. Only it swallowed the ship whole, killing everyone but me. Back to my gems.
Listen to me. You have to listen. She's in there. Angarad is in there, and she won't come out. We have to do something, please. I won't deny it. My life on Gallows End is better than the one I left behind. It's peaceful, beautiful, and I have a purpose. The only reason I ever think about leaving is because of Angarad. The misery casts a pall over everything. I was a fool. I accepted an offer from the Alpha Merchant Navy. They were looking for brave souls to capture dead Cal and bring him to justice. I was only a boy then, stupid, weak. Within days I was a castaway, which is more than I ever was before. I've met a lot of people in my time, and few of them are as genuine and reliable as that group of castaways. The villagers in Cape Solace call him the Fallen One, and for good reason. Whatever he desires, he takes. Whoever he despises, he kills. If those are not the qualities of the damned, I don't know what are. The unthinkable. She made a bargain with the Pirate King himself. Dead Kel. For years Angarad has yearned for her life back in Rathir. Her days were spent in silence, her nights in a pool of tears. But I never thought she would turn to him. I tried to stop her, I did, but she won't listen to me. We've been friends for 3 years, but that means nothing to her now. Island legend says that Mudhold is where Dead Kel creates his fair Gorta crew with the help of a wizard. I'm not sure exactly. Nina Malloy has probably been there, but where hasn't she been on this rock? She's taken refuge underground, in the crumbling remains of Mudhold fasting. The things she is doing there, you can't imagine. Be careful. Angarad is a delicate creature, and something deep inside of her is shattered. She will not listen to reason, and that makes her dangerous. I don't know how to thank you. She's settled deep in the bottom of Mudhold fasting, where the cavern opens to the cliffs and waters below. She is obsessed with the sea, always searching the horizon for ships. Be careful.
Lo, we sing of Sulsvard, heir of the Ulfston Shieldbreaker, sure of hand and pure of heart, with fame on white wings, who claimed the isle for kin and raised his great dwarf fastings, undersea, mudhold, cliffbreak, and soul deep, treasures for and strongholds hearty, prizes for his betrothed. For by his side strode Lady Anrun, his comely warrior bride, whose wish was for a wedding feast, and all kin surrounded to bestow the greatest gift of all, a mighty keep of Gravehall.
Another one, eh? Well, the Carter just keeps drawing them in. Fish trapped in his widening net. What is it you want, Castaway? The simplest answer to your problems lies beyond those cliffs there. One swift drop, and then peace. It is the height of idiocy. Even for fools, the villagers of Cape Solace find new and impressive ways to surmount their own stupidity. Every life given to a Carter is a life lost. You know as well as I do that a Carter does not exist. His magic is merely illusion. His will, coincidence. Do not fall prey to the words of the passionate. You will thank me for it. A good man, but woefully misguided. Alder wants to believe in something good, to know that his sentence here was not a punishment for his past. But no good man would ever end up on gallows' end. There is no escape from this island. You will come to learn that in time. Fate binds us to its beaches, and only the setting sun ever truly escapes. But even then, it's only for a few hours. I have been on this cursed island for more than a lifetime, longer than any man should rightfully have to wait for death. But that is my fate, you see. To wait. I meant to remain here until my true purpose presented itself. But long have I been searching, and now my only desire is for escape, in any form. Odd creatures, those Watchers. Avoid them. You'll thank me later. Oh, I know of them. Not to say that I agree with the practice, because I do not. But they are hard people to miss on this island. The Scion is Akara's greatest triumph. Mortals are trusting. They will follow a god if one of their own tells them to. Don't let anyone tell you that Akara rules this island. Such a claim is fallacy. The pirate is the only one on Gallows End with any authority. He will reclaim what is his in the end. You will see. Oh, the priest, eh? How is it that most pawns aren't even aware of the game? Every few years, Alder sends me a hopeless spirit, praying I can provide a Fate Weaver's wisdom. But I have no hope to give. I have nothing. Dead Kell has seen to that. Look around you. We are damned. Where is he? Everywhere, you fool. Everywhere. Try to leave this island, Dead Kell is there. Try to hide in the fastings, Dead Kell is there. You're better off hiding from your own shadow. I was. You know of Fate Weavers, then? Know that we are a tragic brood destined for a life of isolation and disappointment. Why read the cards when you already know what they say? I will die on this island, as will you. Ha! Spoken like one who just crawled from the wreckage. You have no idea of the forces that conspire against us. Dead Kell is no mere man, no. He is touched by Akara. As long as his ship, Requiem, remains harbored here on Gallows End, none of us are free. Get me that ship, and perhaps I will tell you what you wish to know. Perhaps. It is said that Dead Kell is the only mortal to have ever laid eyes upon Akara, to have spoken with him as an equal. Not even the Scion has been so close, and she is linked to Akara through magic. Now you know why Dead Kell remains a threat long after he was supposedly killed by the Alpha. He is not a natural thing. His life is both blessing and curse. It is called the Requiem. Years ago, the vessel belonged to Dead Kell's lover, the Whispering Witch. But when his own flagship, the Stormbringer, was sunk off the coast, he needed a replacement. As far as I know, it is the only seaworthy ship on all of Gallows End. And what a prize it would be to possess. Then you will succeed where all others have failed. You will not secure the Requiem, because you will die long before you even lay eyes upon it. Fate cannot be changed. It's a tragedy, because I would have told you everything. Don't underestimate the witch. I am a fate weaver, but she has powers beyond even my understanding. I stand by, watching as the threads of fate weave themselves into irreversible patterns. But not the witch. She plays those threads like a harp. Her power is in her ability to stay between our world and the world where destinies are forged. She hides there, between fate and possibility. Dead Kell and his hanged men keep the ship in the Dark Harbor, their private port northwest of here. Your destiny is yours. Carloman and I are eager to leave this place. It is far more peculiar than we anticipated. The research does not do its perversion justice. My brother Carloman and I were recruited to assist Templar Tenses in this expedition. No doubt because of our superior insight. We were also available. Yes, I have caught whispers of this man and his history. Why is it that other races are so transfixed by the exploits of cutthroats and cretins? You'd assume they have nothing more worthwhile to aspire to. You may call me Scholar Manoise, the Elder Manoise, as in Louis Manoise, author of the treatise on the origins of the Fey kind. Surely you've heard of it? It is quite well known in certain circles. Farewell.
I keep waiting for the Templar Tenses to tell us we're leaving Gallows End. Nothing yet. I am Scholar Manoise of the Basilica Nostra. My brother Louis and I were nominated for this expedition because of our exemplary work on the Frostbreak Sea chronology. Perhaps you have heard of it. Probably not. I studied the region ahead of time, assembled a collection of the library's best references. I must admit that the island is much different than I expected. I preferred the books. Dead Kell? Sounds sinister. Should I be concerned? This is all very exciting. I've never met a pirate before. Are you a pirate? Aye.
Stand clear. Our business does not concern you, Longlegs. Pepin will be back momentarily with the tome, and then we will be on our way. Until then, do not interfere. Tracking the tome to this location was a monumental effort on the part of our scholars and mariners. Piracy is a dirty business, and I prefer to retrieve what we came for and depart. I find this sort of setting to be rather agitating. So sinister. I am aware of him. The comings and goings of barbarous rabble is not my province. The fact that I am here on this rock at all is proof that I've somehow offended my superiors. It is torture. They'd sooner burn a book for warmth than learn how to build their own fire. The sea dwarfs have no respect for what we hold dear. They aren't fit to walk the earth. That is why they're exiled to the oceans. I am Templar Tensez, here on behalf of the Basilica Nostra. The work of scholars is not usually my concern, but the Tome of Contrition is a particularly sensitive item, and its fate is of an importance far beyond academics. It is called the Tome of Contrition, and it is a record of gnomish experience throughout the ages. But that is all I can say. To reveal more could be detrimental to our expedition. Now, if only Pepin would return from undersea fasting. A dread cloud hangs above this island. I can feel it. The Tome of Contrition was stolen by the Diverga in one of their barbaric raids. During the Edessa migration, we gnomes transported many artifacts from across the seas to the Great Library. The temptation was too much for such savages. But of all the relics lost to us, the Tome of Contrition is the most important. It is not my place to explain, and not yours to know. I will put it this way. The loss of such a book could do irreparable harm. I'm not sure. Obviously, I cannot pursue him. It is my duty to stay here, to see to our higher purpose. But something must be done. Pepin's tardiness is a concern. Fine. Yes, it is decided. You may find Pepin, and you will be rewarded for doing so. But I accept no responsibility for your safety. None whatsoever. He means well, but neither his intellect nor his discipline are up to the caliber of even our weakest scholars. Pepin is perfect for tasks like this one, of the run and fetch variety. The tome was taken from one of our relic galleys during the migration to fill the Great Library of Edessa. As it always is with the Diverga, they had no idea of the worth of what they'd taken. It is the closest the Diverga on this island had to a vault. Their most valuable plunder is stored deep in its dark and dripping corridors. It is inland, beyond the cliffs. We have made our camp here so as not to arouse suspicion in the villages to the east. Castaways are an excitable breed. Be gone now.
offering approaches. You don't belong here. No one shall harm the Scion. The offering approaches.
What do you wish from the Scion, Frail One? Don't you know that I am to be replaced? Akara prepares the successor. The Benevolent One is more powerful than any of us can truly grasp. His magic reaches back through the ages of Amalur, nearly to the beginning. His only wish is to protect those who seek solace in this life, to withdraw from the clamor and death of the outside world. He is peace. This is where Akara chose to create his perfect world, where he could watch over mortals and aid them in their quest for contentment. The Watchers have been on this island for as long as anyone can remember. They protect the Scion, and they defend Akara's interest wherever they may be. I was once called Pima. Like many on this island, I was a castaway, left for dead on the beaches of Gallows End. I underwent the offering ceremony when I was a younger woman, back when I didn't know what the future held. I have been the Scion ever since. The villagers are Akara's flock. They translate his wisdom into practice, making our world a better one. Praise Akara.
You don't belong here.
So, you escaped the cove, did you? I assume that Rast survived too. She's luckier than most, even if she's too daft to realise it. You're strong. Perhaps even tough enough to help me steal the Requiem. I need someone with muscle to help me smash those gears. My injuries were not as serious as I made them appear. I followed you and Rast through the flooded cavern to the beach, and then made for the forest. It was the only way to avoid Cape Solace. I couldn't let them see me. Not after what they did. Yes, I can talk. The Diverga didn't cut out my tongue. The murder of my family didn't shock me into silence. None of the stories are true. I hid my voice so as not to be suspected. Words betray more than their mere meanings. I was hoping to sneak into Dark Harbour and secure the Requiem. Once my mission is finished, I'll need a way to get back off this cursed island. But one cannot sail the ship without first opening the harbour wall, a vast mechanism of locks and gears. Why do you think everyone in Rathia considers Rast Bratigan a travesty? She's far too trusting to be a sailor. However, she did get me back to Gallows End, and for that I am thankful. And she was kind. Far too kind. Now that I'm home again, I will have my revenge. I will kill the Scion as she meant to kill me. Simple. She killed my mother. Not with her own two hands, no, but with her treachery. They were close, Pima and my mum, like sisters. All that changed when the village chose their next scion. Not even friendship can weather the jealousy of power. Pima lied to Alda, and she had my mother marked as a thief and a harlot. This island was our whole lives, and suddenly we were no longer welcome. We were set out to sea alone, without food or water, at the mercy of the frostbreak. No, she never became the scion. She was chosen, but the honour lasted but a day. Those few hours were my mother's happiest. For once in her long, hard Scrabble life, she had been special. She died with a smile on her pretty face. I was adrift for weeks until the Diverger found me, and I was sold into slavery. Even then, so long ago, I knew I wouldn't be satisfied with anything but revenge. I've never killed anyone, no. It doesn't matter. She killed my mother. She betrayed us and left us to die under a torrid sun, and I will make her pay for it. Either help me or step aside. I've waited long enough, and I don't intend to wait another moment. You would do that for me? But why? Before she died, my mother made me promise not to go after Pima. Perhaps you are here to make sure I stay true to my word. Fine. I will not kill the scion, but justice must still be done. She resides in the north, where she prepares her final departure. But beware her honor guard, the Watchers. They are powerful. I knew her as Pima, a woman who cared for me when my mother went hunting, who sang me to sleep under the stars. I remember her that way. She's not a person anymore, just a symbol of Akara's power. I grew up on those beaches, behind Akara's line of safety. It was a good life, until the day we were betrayed. That kind of thing tends to darken one's memory. She will never understand how the rest of the world sees her, as a fool, but even more importantly as a terrible sailor. Still, she was good to me, and for that I am grateful. The scion will be preparing to depart the island, to make way for her replacement. She will leave from the beach on the north of the island. For my mother.
confess, my suggestion to steal the ship was made in jest. I never expected this. My own fate has always kept me trapped on Gallows End. I never dared to dream of escape. But you possess a quality, something I've never seen before. You did as you promised. Now I must do in kind. What do you wish to know? You had asked me such a question not but 1 day ago, I would have said yes, without a shadow of a doubt. But things have changed. Call it fate, call it destiny, call it the will of Blaster Akara. An event is coming, and I wish to be a witness. I will stay. For now. He wanted to embrace death. He was ready. His peace was made. But Akara, in his incredible ignorance, saved Dead Kell from the Eternal Black. I don't know what the pirate wants, but I understand his rage. The Fallen One is not a surface dweller. He died once, and ever since he's preferred to stay beneath the ground. Akara Tor is his lair. Despite their history, Dead Kell and the great Akara are still connected. Where you find one, you will find the other. Yes, which is rare on this island of scavengers and fanatics. I trust you, even though many years of hardship has taught me to do otherwise. I will confide in you. Because despite my wish to leave this place, I have no desire to hurt the stranded souls that wish to stay. There is a spy in Cape Solace, one who is not as they appear, one who plans to disrupt the offering. Akara, our island god may be a devil and a manipulator, but he remains powerful. That is what this is all about. Dead Kell was formed by Akara's own hand. The moment he was created, his true evil was apparent. The great Akara turned his back on Kell. Ever since then, the dreaded pirate has plotted to receive the blessing denied him, but without success. If I could reveal their identity, I would. But my sight only tells me how the threads travel, not where or to whom. This figure is powerful, magical, and wields a strong grip over fate, same as you. Use your gift. Open your eyes to the signs. If you're willing to see in a new way, you will find the one you are looking for. I have not seen it in the cards, but you are beginning to give me faith in the impossible. Go to the new scion, Alder's wife, Bridget, and protect her from this threat. Take these potions. They will help you track the spy. Be careful. Not everyone is Dead Kell. Not everyone can defeat death. Ours. Now we must sail her to Cape Solace and give others the opportunity to join us. Hurry to Cape Solace.
Marvellous! You stole the Requiem! What's the dreaded pirate to do now without his ship? Our passage from the island is secure. That is, if you're interested in leaving. And if you stay, I stay. You know how I feel, but to remind you, I hate this place. I wish it would sink into the sea forever. Needless to say, I'm eager to leave, but I won't abandon you. Anytime you wish to return to Rathir, I'll take you, but until then, I'm staying right here. Do not thank me. We stand together, you and I. We started this journey as companions, but the fires of adversity have made us something more. Friends. And I don't let my friends down. Well, not counting that time with Geraint. He died. Now go. Find the turncoat. If dead Cal means to disrupt the village's ceremony, he will do so soon.
Bridget is preparing.
Welcome back. How can I help you this fine day? I'll see you around.
It's done, my liege. I am certain you'll be impressed. Incidentally, I've taken the liberty of inviting Cillian Keen from Cape Solace to serve the keep as your beastmaster. You can find him at the Beast Pen. It's an exquisite beast pen, isn't it? Cillian and his beasts will be very comfortable there. No keep in Icebrine Coast can claim a beast pen as fine as this one. I have only just begun, my liege. Several texts I found in the keep refer to an unusually large armory beside the main structure. For this, I'll need 2 bundles of emberwood, 2 bundles of sailcloth, and 4 bundles of sea steel. A journal belonging to, I think, the keep's original master-at-arms has convinced me that the collapsed building to the left of the keep was an armory. There are some cryptic references to a method he devised to determine how effective a student is in combat, but it's beyond me. In my dream, I saw a building flanking the main structure. I now know it's the armory. It was a place for weapons, as you'd expect, but it was also to be a grand academy for the art of combat. The Diverga built armories and trained their masters-at-arms to divine how much damage you inflict when attacking with weapons or even spells. Great. I'll get to work immediately. It's going to be the spitting image of the original structure. When the time comes, we'll have to choose your master-at-arms wisely to be worthy of such an armory. Myfa tells me there's a new arrival in Cape Solace who might be interested. The armory is still not finished. Ask me again later. Bye.
You must be the great liege that Paddy has been talking about. He kept going on and on about how magnificent and benevolent you are. Honestly, I just agreed to move up here to get out of the wind. That town on the cliff was a bit breezy. Me? I'm afraid I'm not for sale. Just kidding. I know that's not what you meant. Buy me a drink later, and maybe we'll talk. I've got quite the eclectic selection. Kind of out of necessity, seeing as we're in the middle of nowhere. We were caught in a fog bank off the coast of the plains of Erethel, when another ship came looming out of the mists in front of us. The captain tried to avoid it, but we ran aground on a reef. The ship broke apart, and I washed up here. I only got a passing glance at the other ship, but I think the name began with a C. Watch out for scavs.
Hello? Yes, my liege. I'm grateful that Alder did so much to provide for us, but I never fit in Cape Solace. Paddy promises the world, but he delivers it too. It's a fine pen, and any good beastmaster would be honoured to work. G'day.
This island is quite fascinating, all the magic swirling about. Thank goodness you got us transportation. I think I may try to steal some time with it to visit some nearby islands. Back to my gems.
Exciting times, eh, my liege? Myfa Ranwin, lovely woman and a dear friend. She serves Alder as his advisor and spokesperson. How she abides it, I do not know, but she supports what we're doing here. I've asked her to speak to any new castaways and find out if they'd be useful to us here. Just a few finishing touches remain. I'm very excited for you to see it. Which reminds me, Myfa tells me that a new arrival named Ollie Madsen was a master-at-arms before he landed here. Invite him to come here, and he'll be an excellent addition to the keep. Just a few finishing touches remain. Go find a new arrival named Ollie Madsen in Cape Solace. Myfa tells me he'd be interested in seeing this. Bye.
Hello. Yes, my liege. I'm a world-famous beast trainer. Give me any kind of beast and I'll domesticate it. If you're interested and willing to get some food for me to use as a lure, I can train the beast to be your pet. Aye, it's something I've done since I was a young boy. I can domesticate almost any kind of animal to live and work at the keep. Fancy a large pet or a small one? Keep in mind, I can only maintain 3 pets at a time. The bigger the better, right? Which kind would you like? Bar guests have sharp teeth but love to be petted. Give me a day to find one and I'll train it for you. Give me some time to train the pet. You wouldn't want it biting your hand off, would you? G'day.
I'd dearly love to fight you someday, and I mean that with the greatest respect. It's not even finished, and I've never seen its equal. You'll need a master-at-arms to run it, and you won't find one better than me. That Docklefar woman Myfa told me what you and the gnome are doing up there. I've spent my life training fighters, and I'd be honoured to be Gravehall's master-at-arms. I'll pull up stakes here and march up to join you at the keep. Ain't that dug in anyhow? Don't forget to come back soon. Hey!
Every great hall needs an armory, and I believe we've done an admirable job of restoring this one, if I do say so myself. So, you asked Ollie Madsen to serve as the keep's master-at-arms? You won't be disappointed, my liege. He'll make his home in the armory a fine residence. I would know. Your keep is one step closer to its former glory. With the armory and a qualified master-at-arms, no invader will ever threaten our peace. This place! It never ceases to surprise me! With it all cleaned up, I was able to spot the entrance to a collapsed tunnel leading from the keep. Once I'd laid eyes on it, I knew I'd seen it in my dream. I'll need some materials, though. 3 bundles of beach stone, 2 bundles of bear hide, and 3 bundles of sea steel. I wasn't sure if it would be worthwhile to dig out the tunnel leading from the keep across the island. But now that I've had a chance to investigate the site, I think these passages should be our highest priority. In the dream, this tunnel was a direct passage to shipwreck sites all over the island, places it'd take days to travel on foot, if you survived the trip at all. The Diverger collapsed the tunnel when they sealed the keep and abandoned the island. If these tunnels are as I've seen them in my dream, they'll provide a fast and stealthy route to the furthest reaches of this island. With these as our pathways, every wreck will be salvaged and every castaway will be rescued. Well, so you do. I'll get to work immediately. It's coming along nicely. I've been able to reinforce it and preserve the handsome decorative touches. I suggest we explore how best to use them when I'm finished. I'm close, but the tunnels remain closed at this time. Bye.
Ready for some training? Bit boring with nothing to fight, you know. I've been master-at-arms for both Kandrian and Helmgard keeps, training sellswords and lords alike. You may even know my brother Jakin. He's the arena master at the House of Valor. As part of my training routine, I've collected records of who can beat certain monsters the fastest. I can test you against those records. You choose the monster you want to fight, and then I'll tell you how you did. If you set a new record against a monster type, I'll give you a reward. Yes, in a controlled environment. You can test your weapons and magic against different monster types in the pit. After the fight, I'll tell you how you did. I like your enthusiasm. Do you want to fight a big creature or a bunch of small ones? Don't worry. They make up for their size with numbers. Which creature would you like to fight against? Don't worry. They're small spiders. Small, but deadly. Good luck. Yes, my liege? You got your first record. I hope you don't think they'll all be this easy. Here's a reward, and your results. Don't forget to come back soon. Ready for some training? The taste of success just makes us hungry, eh? Now that you have a record, you'll likely want to best it. Let me know when you're ready to fight again. Do you want to fight a big creature or a bunch of small ones? Don't worry. Which creature would you like to fight against? Don't get distracted by their glowing bits and spins. You're just in there to smash them. Good luck. Did you come here to train or chat? Good job setting a new record. Here's a little bit of a reward, along with your results. Don't forget to come back soon. Did you come here to train or chat? Now that you've had your first match, I'm sure you're ready for more. Let me know, and I'll test you to see how you stack up against the records I've been keeping. Do you want to fight a big creature, or a bunch of small ones? Don't worry. Which creature would you like to fight against? Brownies are shy by themselves, but bold when in a pack. Good luck. Did you come here to train or chat? Nice job. That's your third record. Here's a little something I found on the beach for you, along with your results. See ya. Ready for some training? Let me know when you're ready to fight again, and I'll test you to see how you stack up against my record. Do you want to fight a big creature, or a bunch of small... Don't worry. Which creature would you like to fight against? These giant rats are ugly, but it's their bite I'd worry about. Good luck. Yes, my liege? Well, you're making the record setting look easy. Here's a bit of gold, along with your results. See ya. Yes, my liege? Let me know when you're ready to fight again, and I'll test you to see how you stack up against my records. Do you want to fight a big creature, or a bunch of larger creatures can be quite challenging. Which one would you like to fight? Careful. A bogess bite. Good luck. Yes, my liege? There won't be any records left at the rate you're going. I've been saving this reward for you. It's a special one. And here are your results. See ya. Ready for some training? Let me know when you're ready to fight again, and I'll test you to see how you... Do you want to fight a big creature, or a bunch of small ones? Larger creatures can be quite challenging. Which one? Bears may look cute when they're sleeping, but in a fight, they're anything but. Good luck. Did you come here to train or chat? I suppose my training is paying off. You've set yet another record. Here's some money to keep you properly motivated, along with your results. Don't forget to come back soon. Did you come here to train or chat? Your combat skill is quite superb. Let me know when you're ready for more testing. Do you want to fight a big creature, or a bunch of small ones? Larger creatures can be quite challenging. Which one would you like to fight? Wolves are patient, lulling you into complacency if you aren't careful. Good luck. Ready for some training? Well, I'll be. Another record. I was going to keep this reward for myself, but you've done better than I could have expected. You take it, and have a gander at your results. See ya. Ready for some training? Your combat skill is quite superb. Let me know when you're ready for more testing. Do you want to fight a big creature, or a bunch of small ones? Don't worry. They make up. Which creature would you like to fight against? If you change your mind, you know where to find me. Your combat skill. Let me know when you're ready for more testing. Do you want to fight a big creature, or a bunch of small... Larger creatures can be quite challenging. Which one would you like to fight? If you change your mind, you know where to find me. See ya.
Did you need to buy something? Take care, my liege. What do you want? Don't you know that Dead Kel will kill you if he finds you scurrying around in his tunnels? You should have better sense. Better sense than me, at the very least. I am Angarad Glindower. Why? Who are you? You may not believe it to gaze upon me, but I was once a civilized person. A wife. A mother. A mage. All that was taken from me when I awoke on Gallows End. Years I've wasted here. Years I will never recover. But no more. I am fulfilling my purpose, doing what needs to be done to release me from my imprisonment. Fair Gauta are not easy to create. It takes time, energy, power. But I do it, because Dead Kel and I have an agreement. He is not as cold as they say, and he has his reasons for being a monster, just as I now have mine. I belong to no one. Kel and I have an agreement. That is all. He has sworn to take me back to civilization, back to Rathia, home. But I must create for him enough fair Gauta crewmen to see him through his coming conquests. I possess rare skills, especially so far from the Scholia Arcana. It seems mages are in short supply on Gallows End. And you would take me with you? Back to Rathia? I have no need of Dead Kel's bargain if I can find another way to escape Gallows End. I will choose to believe you, but only because I wish to return to my children as the same woman who left them. I cannot become a monster. I am no one. I practiced magic in the Scholia Arcana as an adept. I had a husband and 2 children. The Order asked for volunteers to protect a shipment of goods for the Allmain. I still don't know why I did it. At first, I found it serene, an island of quiet in the bustle of our maddening world. But the call of home soon became unbearable. He is one to be feared. Clever and charismatic, the epitome of a rogue. Or at least he was, before his untimely death. I wanted to believe him. Who doesn't want to hear that their dreams can become a reality? Let's go.
Cycle the second, the Alfar. You would not enjoy the awkward scrambles needed to traverse this isle, my love. They are treacherous. I must resemble the tumblers we witnessed in Sun Camp all those many nights ago, reeling and twisting. The Arathi were not the only inhabitants of Gallows End, though surely the oldest. Natural caverns in the north and south boast evidence of a variety of other visitors, both man and beast. Alfar weapons and armor litter the beaches, treasures for the taking. They too seem to have departed in haste. It is a troubling trend. What is terrorizing everyone? Give my good wishes to the Templars, dear Netta. As always, you are in my thoughts.
Hello, my friend. I don't know how you managed to convince Angerard you found a ship. Frankly, I don't care. She's free. All I ever wanted was to keep her safe and to get her home. Friends protect each other. And perhaps she has become more than that to me. Even if my feelings were never returned, Angerard will see her family again, but not from dead Kel's prow. I promise you that. Take care of yourself.
The scavenger. Listen to this. I have some wonderful news. I found another piece of parchment, only this one has a slightly different colour to it. Older, perhaps, more weathered. It is all very odd. I seem to remember more when I focus, and your little quest has given me something to strive toward. There are numerous Diverga fastings across this island, but I wouldn't stop there. There are dark corners everywhere. Go get that treasure.
People are saying that you suspect a plot in Cape Solace. I don't think so, friend. Akara protects all in the village. They are called the Watchers. You will know them by their robes and masks. They are the silent guardians of Akara. The Scion is their voice. Both the outgoing Scion and the one who has been newly chosen are protected by these ancient warriors. May your soul find solace.
Bridget is preparing.
It's time to go. I have waited years for this moment.
Everyone's in an uproar about the offering. I choose to stay quiet and do my work. Not my business the games have got. Be good now.
Hello.
Please, you must help me. Please. Olaf, the one from the prison ship. He attacked me. There was nothing I could do but pray to sweet Lyria to protect me. He was so strong, so intent. I've come to trust Olaf. At least enough to go with him to fish down by the flooded cavern. But this time he seemed different. Intense. He spoke to me as if I were not married. As if he and I shared an intimate bond that I can assure you does not exist. Then he became physical. Rough. And he would not be refused. Fortunately, Cadwallon was not far away. I do not know what I would have done. I don't care about that brute. All I care about is Cadwallon. I've never seen him rave so. He went in pursuit of Olaf with revenge in his eyes. Foolish, foolish man. He is a bard, not a warrior. Olaf will crack him like a shell. He grabbed his fishing knives and headed north, toward the Siren's Den. There was no stopping him. Find my husband.
is too good for him. Of all the ways to waste a second chance, wherever he is, I hope he's suffering. Bye.
news. So you killed her? I don't know what to feel. I've dreamt of this day ever since I was pulled from that stinking black raft. Since I watched them roll my mother in a shroud. And she was right. I don't feel better now that I've avenged her death. It just makes me miss her more. Thank you. Take this, it was Mother's. I have my memories. Goodbye.
Cycle the Third, the pirate? Oh, Netta, if you could only see the skies over Gallows End. Magnificent. Do you recall the base-born myth of the Pirate King? They called him Dead Kell. Well, he lives, my love, and is as existent as you or I. Not only that, but has built quite the harbour on our hidden isle. Years of his miserable life have been spent in this grand endeavour, time that could have been better spent. Strange. All my records indicate that Dead Kell was butchered not long ago by the Alfar of all people. Clearly such reports were erroneous. I must tread carefully. Dead Kell's minions prowl the wharves and tidal pools, and he promises the gallows to any who come seeking his capture. I do not wish to risk a misunderstanding. Oh, Netta, I grow so weary of this isolation. This leave-taking may very well be the death of me.
The tunnels have been cleared, my liege. You are free to roam Gallows End to your heart's contentment. As far as exploring the island goes, I would recommend bringing on Zephwin Land from Cape Solace as your scout. I've never known a more adventurous man than Zephwin. He is, without a doubt, the finest scout and ship spotter in Cape Solace, or anywhere, really. We're fortunate to have such a man. Zephwin seems quite happy with his tunnels, and we're certainly collecting more salvage and saving more castaways than ever. I think you'll like what I have planned next. A vast library! Just imagine! A monument to the wisdom of the ages, standing there beside the main structure, beckoning the unenlightened. But first, I'll need you to get me 3 bundles of bear hide, 3 bundles of ember wood, and 4 bundles of sailcloth. Yes, one of them mentions a library. At first, I was confused. I found many books, but not enough to warrant a whole building. But my dream again provided the answer. This part of the dream didn't make sense until now. I saw stacks of books, heard strange voices in tongues unknown to me. I believe this library was to be a center for translating arcane and lost languages. It's going to be a tribute to knowledge, one that will drive a Dessa to envy. And that you do. We're making great progress and finding more books than I expected to fill the shelves. However, most of them need to be translated. If nothing else, this building will nicely balance out the armory on the other side. The library is still not finished. Ask me again later. Bye.
Good to see you. Can't chat long. You wouldn't believe how many shipwrecks we get around here. Didn't spend much time there, but mostly because I like scouting. I should be able to reach any wreck in no time with these. Be wary.
Hello. Your pet is all ready and wandering about the keep. Now that you have the pet, you should notice a boost in combat. They have that effect on their owners. If you feed your pet more, the boost will get even bigger. Training a pet for you creates a special bond, giving you benefits in combat. Would you like me to train one for you? You fancy a large pet or a small one? Keep in mind, I can only maintain 3 pets at a time. Smaller beasts are easier to care for. What would you like? Pockets are fun and easy to care for. I should have one here tomorrow, so check back later. G'day.
Well, if it's not my best customer. Actually, you're pretty much my only customer. Take care, my liege. How can I help you today? Take care, my liege.
Good to see you. Let me know when you want me to go searching for shipwrecks. I'm glad to serve as Graveold Keep's scout. I already watch for new shipwrecks on the island anyway. At times I find treasure, sometimes survivors, and occasionally trouble. Would you like me to start salvaging? Gallows End is a curious magnet for shipwrecks, and the fruits of these disasters are our lifeblood. You'd be amazed at what I find. Weird stuff sometimes, but most is damn useful. Food, weapons, gold, armor. I find survivors too. Most are friendly, some not. I've been keeping my eye on a few wrecks off the coast for the last few days. Let me know if any of these sound worth salvaging. The Warsworn are known for their blacksmiths. Perhaps there will be some blacksmithing equipment on board. I'll be back tomorrow. Be careful.
I'm going back to my beloved. She needs me now more than ever. Take care.
How can I ever thank you? Time and again you've been our savior. Almost as if you were sent. I am a daughter of Lyria, but even she has been silent to my many pleas. It is comforting to know that people can make a difference too. That not everything rests in the hands of gods and madmen. Bless you. I am forever grateful. I'm pleased you were able to locate some of your crewmates. I only wish I had been so lucky. Again, thank you.